I am really sorry we are late. We got tied up before this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 7:25 and a quorum of members is present. So the meeting of the Board of Education of the School District of New Berlin is called to order. Please call the roll.
Ms. Crosby? Mr. Helmer?
Here.
Ms. Connick?
Here.
Mr. Kurth?
Here.
Mr. Seidel?
Here.
Ms. Schultz? Ms. Wondricek?
Here.
Because of our delay, we are going to push the closed session agenda till the end of the meeting. Do we need a motion to do that? Can I get a motion? To move the closed session agenda to the end of the meeting instead of where it is today, or right now.
I move to move the closed session to the end of the meeting as for me, I guess.
Second.
Any opposition? All right, we will move that till the end. Recognitions.
Yes, so I'd like to start by sharing with you Melanie Gerhardt, who is an Elmwood physical education teacher. We took the following from the Wisconsin Health and Physical Education social from October back in 2022. Melanie is a UW La Crosse graduate who is in her 10th year at Elmwood Elementary School here in New Berlin. She is both a WHPE / SHAPE member who advocates for quality health and physical education and positive, healthy lifestyles for her students and their families. Her teaching reflects best practices, standards and assessments, EDI, and a multifaceted methodology infusing technology. In 2021, Melanie was a Cole Fellowship Award winner, and she participates in professional development, both attending and conducting workshops and convention sessions. She is involved outside the classroom via coaching robotics, Girls on the Run, HMMM's related Kindness Week activities, and wellness events. Melanie is active on social media and has obtained grants for program improvement, and the WHPE is fortunate to have an affiliation with Melanie Gerhardt and duly recognizes the rising star within our profession. I'm very proud to say that we actually have an award-winning physical education department. So Melanie was awarded this year, but it's on the heels of several of our other physical education staff from throughout the district. So with that, Melanie, we would like to share with you our certainly recognition of your work, not only at being recognized at such an honorable level, but also just all the work that you do within the school district of New Berlin. Please join me in giving her a round of applause. Next, I would like to, and Jordan, why don't you come up before we start the video, but Jordan Napoli, who's actually currently the associate principal at New Berlin West, had been your athletic director and activities director there previously. And actually, he was a special education teacher before he did that, and coach various sports. We will play a video that was presented at the WADA conference that will sum up Jordan's achievements better than I certainly could. However, to put things into perspective, there are 7 districts in the state and 93 schools within District 7, of which Jordan received the District 7 Athletic Director of the Year. Please roll the video.
The District 7 Athletic Director of the Year is Jordan Napoli from New Berlin West High School.
Jordan spent 8 years serving as the athletic and activities director for the Vikings prior to assuming the role of assistant principal this year. Jordan's career began at Racine Case, where he served as a special education teacher for 1 year.
That is an
He
ugly
landed at
sweater.
New Berlin West the next year, where he spent his first 3 years as a special education teacher prior to assuming AD duties in 2014. Jordan attended the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, where he received his bachelor's in education. He then enrolled at Carthage College, where he received his master's in educational leadership. Since taking over as athletic and activities director, Jordan has been a WADA member. He served as a mentor for new ADs. Jordan served the WADA membership by being on the WADA Scholarship Committee. Additionally, he's been both a conference presider and presenter. He was on the Woodland Conference Scheduling Committee and was the inaugural AD lead for the Parkland Football Conference. Jordan is on the UW Parkside Advisory Committee, assisting with the Customer Experience Certification Program. At the local level, Jordan's Vikings have been the recipient of the WIAA's Award of Excellence. He started a student internship program within the Athletic and Activity Department. Jordan serves on the City of New Berlin Recreation Commission. He is a member of New Berlin's Scholarship Committee. Jordan is on the volunteer team and scholarship committee for the Peyton Alexander Memorial Golf Outing. He's also a member of the New Berlin West Hall of Fame Committee. As part of his role, Jordan has organized the NBW Hall of Fame Game and Banquet. In 2022, Jordan helped raise over $200,000 in private sponsorships for New Berlin West High School. He implemented NBW's first ever all-school booster club fundraiser, raising over $20,000 annually for 5 years for West athletics and activities. He worked on naming rights and facility memorialization projects, including Drexel Building Supply Fieldhouse, Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin Athletic Complex, Optimum Crush Softball Field, Tom Farina Baseball Field, and Jeff Lewiston Court. Over the years, Jordan has organized and hosted many events, including invitationals and WIAA regional and sectional competitions. Not only do these serve as high-quality events for the student athletes, but they also generate funding for the school and booster clubs. Jordan established the New Berlin West's annual holiday giving program, which is a school-wide community fundraiser raising money, gift cards, and other donations for families in need throughout the New Berlin community. They've been able to give out $5,000 annually since it started 3 years ago. For his athletes, Jordan worked with Chick-fil-A to begin New Berlin West Student Leader Academy. There are 30 student athletes in the group who follow a student leader curriculum. They've run various community service projects, including service to a local animal shelter, nursing home, food pantry, and the creation of the NWB Community Coop, which is a community closet for students and families in need. WADA is proud to present Jordan Napoli with the District 7 Athletic Director of the Year Award.
Jordan, we're certainly proud of your accomplishment. Thanks for being a great representative of not only New Berlin West, but the School District of New Berlin. Melanie, Jordan, congratulations. Thanks again. Actually, Melanie and Jordan, we're going to have Nicole grab a picture with your awards real quick. Thank you.
Since we skipped closed session, we skipped the Pledge of Allegiance too.
I think we can go ahead and recite it.
There we go.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now for those who wish to prepare for the meeting, we'll have a moment of silence. This is a public meeting of the Board of Education. Prior to this meeting, notice was given to the public last Friday by providing the agenda to the City Library. The agenda was also posted on the district website. A copy of the agenda was forwarded to the Journal-Sentinel, the Waukesha Freeman, the Waukesha Now, all of which have filed requests for public notices. Do we have any privilege of the floor? That's easy. President's message. Janet is not with us today, so I will be. You guys are stuck with me guiding the meeting, so bear with me. Administrative team report.
At this time, I'll pass on the superintendent's update, but I would like to have Simon, the board's Eisenhower student representative, to share his update.
Good evening. This past week was finals week to wrap up the first semester. The week featured a modified schedule that students and teachers both enjoy. The schedule offers added study and review time for students and longer class periods so students can take full exams. And for the upcoming semester, students are very excited to try out new semester-long classes. To finish off the semester, seniors in English composition created projects and videos to show what they've learned in their last 4 years at Eisenhower. Many groups interviewed students from all grades and teachers, asking them questions like, what's your favorite part of Eisenhower, and what is some advice for future students? Mr. White, one of the social studies teachers, was quoted multiple times saying that the students make Eisenhower such a special place to learn. And various students had a favorite saying from a past English teacher to not be sorry, but to be yourself. The Lion's Den Cafe is set to fully open by applied retail operations and management students. It will feature drinks, snacks, and clothing items that students can purchase throughout the school day. These students will also make the Lion's Den website public this coming week. And various Eisenhower clothing items will be featured on the website, and all of the money from the website will go to charity and back to the Eisenhower school community. The Ike Student Learning Assistant, Tracy Hahn, and some middle school students were showcased on CBS 58 Sunday News on January 8th for bringing some fun to our neighbors at the Elizabeth residence. At the end of last November, Ike French teacher, Tracy Dybro, secured a grant of $1,000 from Forever Friends, an organization that strives to bring children and elders together so both groups learn from and about each other, form friendships, and break down age-related stereotypes. The grant money will be used by Ike Middle School students to purchase gifts and other items for future visits by Ike Middle School students to the Elizabeth residence. It's also been a fantastic year for Ike students who submitted entries to the 2023 Student Scholastic Art Awards, with 6 Gold Key Awards, 4 Silver Key Awards, and 11 honorable mentions. Of these awards, 1 gold and 1 silver were in expanded projects, a conceptual and interactive art category that includes a writing requirement as a part of the submission. Ike is the only school to have received awards in this category in the state of Wisconsin. The Gold Key winners include Eva Ngoyen in painting, Ella Connick in painting, Mandy Choi in painting, Madeline Mena in sculpture, Shanvi Shri in drawing and illustration, Leah Adams in expanded projects. The Silver Award winners include Sahana Chandrasekhar in painting, Marcella McCall in painting, Miriam Kitzrow in mixed media, and Lillian Plamer in expanded projects. Students recognized as honorable mention were Sydney Brzaitis in sculpture, Mandy Choi in painting, Miriam Kitzrow in mixed media, Ella Connick in painting, Alina Lowe in painting, Eva Ngoyen in painting, Joey O'Neill in digital arts, and Thomas Webb in photography. Some other successful clubs were our Ike Deca, who set a new school record at the district competition earlier this month. This year, 16 students automatically qualified for the state competition, the most automatic qualifiers the chapter's ever had. These students will compete at the state competition in Lake Geneva next month. The HOSA Festival was held at New Berlin West this past Saturday. Student clubs from both Ike and West worked different carnival booths for New Berlin members and kids around the city. The biggest hit was the free throw shootout for a gift card. The whole event helps the student organizations along with fundraising for HOSA State. Earlier this month, the 2022 Girls State Champion soccer team held their banner ceremony during the Ike versus Cudahy boys basketball game. Their achievements will now proudly hang in the Eisenhower gym. And finally, next Friday, the Ike and West basketball teams will once again face off in a varsity girls and then varsity boys doubleheader. During the halftime of the varsity game, a ceremony will be held for Faith Wehrman's cross-country state championship and Ava Meyer and Maya Samuelin's tennis state championship wins. Later in the evening, during the halftime of the boys' game, the 2022 Boys State Championship soccer team will hold their own banner ceremony. It's highly encouraged that students and members of the community come out to see both the New Berlin Eisenhower and New Berlin West boys and girls basketball teams and celebrate the fantastic fall sports season at Eisenhower. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simon. Appreciate it. And without further ado, we are obviously here at one of our first elementary school tour, I guess you would call it. The board a few years ago had requested that we start hosting board meetings at all of our schools, not just at where we typically hold our school board meetings. And as a result of that, every year we will visit every school, starting usually this time of the school year. And so I'd like to thank Jamie and Ryan for hosting us today here at Elmwood Elementary School. And I will hand it over to them so that they can provide an update of the great things happening here at Elmwood.
Well, we're glad to be first. I am Jamie Veal, the principal at Elmwood, and I am joined by Ryan Sams, our amazing associate principal at Elmwood, and we are thrilled, as always, to have you here tonight and your continued support. We have some celebrations to share with you about our incredible start to the school year at Elmwood. We would like to start our celebrations by sharing our goals this year and our beginning of the year data. We are very proud of our achievement this year. These are our two big goals for the school year. This year, our goal was agreed upon by our entire elementary team so that we would be in alignment and could collaborate around action steps. You will see these data sets next. Each year, we are committed to the goal of increasing our forward scores by 3%, and our FastBridge screeners will support those instructional strategies in order to meet those ambitious goals. Our social emotional learning goal is based off of our district screener. We want to reduce the risk level of our high-risk students, and we're doing so through a few measures: commitment to our PlayWorks programming and junior coaching, teaching and modeling through our second step curriculum, utilizing our intervention time and school support staff, and creating focus groups targeting specific social emotional learning goals from our Sabres District Social Emotional Screener and Survey.
So I always get the pleasure of doing the data as the data nerd geek here in the building. And so I'm excited to share some of the celebrations. The data that you see from this year so far is from our fall screener. We're in the midst of our winter screening. So right now we don't have that data available, but it's tracking and looking really, really great right now. So we're excited to share that, just not tonight. So we love this data because this data helps us inform and make adjustments to our teaching and learning and supporting our forward testing goals, which is coming up quicker than any of us realize as well. And so what you'll see here and what we're most excited about is just our benchmark scores from the fall. And most excited about our K1, which is already exceeding their end of year scores. Math is also incredibly exciting because we do exceptionally well and have incredible achievement and growth here in our building. Already 90% of our students are at no or low risk, and our average student is already above the college and career ready benchmark set by our high school. But what we're most excited about is our forward scores that came out here earlier this fall. And so we are continued to be committed to increasing our proficient and advanced learners, and we're excited to share that we are again significantly exceeding expectations, and we look forward to taking our forward testing again in the spring.
So for the past few years at Elmwood, our work has been centered around our 5 beliefs that are aligned with our district's strategic goal. We are proud to say that this year we have added a 6th very important belief. We will highlight for you tonight the ways our students, staff, and families have exemplified this belief. Our 6th belief that we added this year is determined to find solutions. This belief continues to exemplify the approach and mindsets that our staff carry. They are innovative, solution-focused, and teach our students problem-solving methods to real-world situations. This approach will continue to prepare our Lion Cubs to be college and career ready as they continue their journey to Eisenhower. This year, our new belief is truly what we want to celebrate and share with you this evening. Here is how our staff started the year: reading The Leaf and the Fall with a literacy team building activity, new innovative ways to solving problems, reflecting in a community circle, and playing Playworks games, all related to our anchor text. We want to share this beautiful text with you this evening. It is our anchor this year and was also shared in all of our classrooms. We hope you enjoy it as much as we have. As we intentionally focus on our new belief this year, we want to share this innovative approach to learning is everywhere at Elmwood. You can see our Makerspace is in full swing with several new digital learning apps that enhance the learning experience. The design thinking approach is used in each of these photos. We had our annual Jump Into Your Future Day at Elmwood in December. We had all of our sessions in one afternoon with the amazing partnership that we have with Junior Achievement. Students learned about potential careers and job skills through engaging lessons with our Elmwood community volunteers. In addition to our Jump Into Our Future, we partner with Costco and their reading program this fall and the National Honeybee Association with our first and second grade students. We are now partnering with Integrative Psych to provide weekly mental health services to our students, and an art therapist comes on Thursdays to provide consistent and convenient therapy to students in K through 6. We have many community service projects at Elmwood. Our toy drive raised 285 items to donate to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities of Eastern Wisconsin. For our food drive, our entire community donated over 300 items to the New Berlin Food Pantry. Our Raise Craze that was put together by our amazing home and school families raised over $27,000 for our school community. Our kickoff was a fall booth or treat where students had the opportunity to wear costumes, have treats, and participate in kindness activities for the community. To celebrate meeting the fundraising goal, myself and Mr. Sams participated in a variety of activities and challenges while wearing sumo suits during an all-school assembly. The partnership that we have with our Home and School Association in Elmwood remains committed to providing enriching opportunities for all of our students. This year, we welcome the famous children's author, Sarah Weeks, to a 2-day event. This event provided students with the opportunity to learn about what it means to be a children's author, listen to a variety of readings, and create a project in art based off an all-school read book with Sarah Weeks in attendance. This year, we also read our famous book, The One, to our incoming kindergarten students. Our upcoming spring literacy night will focus on this book that teaches students how to stand up for themselves and others.
In our Makerspace, each of our teaching teams are committed to utilizing the Makerspace to build off of our curricular resources. With our newest belief in mind, our kindergarten team created an opportunity for our students to enhance their learning through the Fables unit. Students were tasked with designing, creating, and testing a house built from the premise of 3 little pigs, and this experiment culminated with students testing their designs using hair blowers. Playworks and our Citizens of the Month, this year marks our 6th year of our partnership with Playworks, and it continues to be strong. This year, we had our Playworks coach visit all classrooms this fall to teach problem-solving and self-regulation skills through play. Since then, we have been seeing Playworks activities in individual classrooms and an unprecedented number of 5th and 6th grade students interested in being junior coaches. We also added to our already Citizens of the Month celebrations with a display in our main hallway and Sundays with the principal, along with music and fellowship. We are so very proud of our amazing students growing into exemplar citizens. So our ITL, beyond the Makerspace, our classroom teachers have been working with our district instructional technologies coach, Jenny Schliel-Reed, to incorporate ITL standards within their instruction. Students are using a variety of approaches and innovative apps to create and present information in the classroom. Furthermore, the teaching staff is using technology to enhance the learning and instruction in their classrooms. At Elmwood, we recognize the opportunity for learning, growth, and relationships beyond the confines of the school day. With support from our home and school, our staff runs 16 after-school programs for our students and families. Tonight, you'll have an opportunity to see the work being done in our coding and art clubs. Beyond the incredible work of our Elmwood staff, the school provides opportunities for our outside organizations to use our space. Some of these organizations and programs include Character Club, Spanish Club, Boy and Girl Scouts, and Mad Science.
My name is Jen Calvino, and I am the advisor for the Elmwood Book Club. The reason why I started book club was that I feel like by the time kids get to 5th and 6th grade, they lose some of that excitement for reading that they had when they were in 1st grade or kindergarten, and also encourage the advanced readers by going above and beyond the pages of the book, as I like to tell the kids. One of the activities that we do, for example, is we do skits. Kids kind of give summaries of the book or of a chapter in these unique impromptu type skits. And I think that also kind of helps kids understand the content better. And I'm just so grateful that the district has given me this opportunity to share my love for reading and help the kids see beyond the pages to build up their comprehension skills. Is it working now?
It said there's a,
Cool, Beth.
This year, I had the opportunity to start 5th grade Book Buddies program here at Elmwood. Book Buddies is something that we have done here in the past before the pandemic, and so it was something I wanted to bring back. Then this year, I thought it would be a really good way to offer a leadership opportunity to students who did not get one. So here at Elmwood, we have ESLT, which I'm one of the leaders of, and we have junior coaches. And we always try to give every student an opportunity, but this year our demand was way higher and our numbers were so big that we couldn't allow every single student to have an opportunity. So what I did is I took the Book Buddies program and I offered it to those students who did not get one of those opportunities so that they could still have a leadership opportunity. So in regards to Determined to Find Solutions, my problem was that students were wanting a leadership opportunity and I just couldn't give them one with the two that we had. So instead, I created a different program that allowed them to still be leaders within our school in a different way.
You know it. So we wanted to close with a video highlighting our innovative solutions-based learning. We continue to push the expectations around rigor and innovation in our classrooms and extracurricular activities. We're excited to share all of this work that's being done, not only in the classroom, but outside of the classroom after school. Thank you.
And again, we just want to give a huge thank you to our Lion Cubs, families, and staff tonight that, as you can see, are very, very proud of their school. We also want to thank our amazing staff. We had Ms. Thomas, Ms. Schrettenthaler, Ms. Karolek, Ms. Yokish, Ms. Calvino, Mr. Slonak, and Ms. Schlee-Reed for contributing to tonight's presentation. We're truly, truly grateful for a school community that exemplifies all of our beliefs, and we will, and will continue to always roar towards excellence. Thank you.
Thank you both, and thank you for the staff that are here. Very much appreciate it. I see we have a student here as well. Thank you for sticking around and representing. And I'll hand it back over to you.
Reports. We don't cover.
Yeah, so we are at the district reports. We have the incident report, the enrollment report, the suspension report, and then the donation report. And we typically have our treasurer, Ron Seidel, read off the donations.
We have a full sheet today. First one was for Orchard Lane from the Herb Cole Educational Foundation to support the cost of the educational item for classrooms in the amount of $6,000. The next one was for the district office, Mac Snyder, to support New Berlin's food service department with a donation of $300 to pay off negative lunch account balances in the amount of $300. The next one is for Orchard Lane from Linden Grove Incorporated to support Orchard Lane with a bake sale in the amount of $300. The next was for the district office, the New Berlin Build Team, to support the New Berlin Build Team in the amount of $300. The next one was for New Berlin West from the Herb Cole Educational Foundation to support the P. Detman Fellow in the amount of $6,000. The next one is again for New Berlin West from Millwright Incorporated to support the robotics at New Berlin West in the amount of $3,500. Another one for New Berlin West was Charles Schwab to support the theater program at New Berlin West in the amount of $1,000. Next is again for New Berlin West from Charles Schwab to support the baseball program at New Berlin West in the amount of $1,000. The next was for Eisenhower from Milwaukee Society of Plastic SPE Education Foundation to purchase injection molding trainer in the amount of $6,500. Lastly, again for Eisenhower, Elizabeth Elmquist to support Eisenhower with a donation of 1 euphonium and 1 trombone with a stand and sheet music, an in-kind donation of $1,000, bringing our total donations for the district to $25,900. Thank you so much to our generous donors. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Ron. Next is the consent agenda. Are there any items that should be pulled out for separate consideration? And do I have a motion for this agenda?
So moved. I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
I have a second by Jeff, or a motion by Jeff and a second by Ron to approve the consent agenda as presented. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. All those opposed? Unanimous. On to our regular agenda. Discuss and approve WIAA co-op sport renewal forms for boys swimming and wrestling.
So we had brought last month to you approval of co-ops. These are our winter season co-ops that we are seeking approval on as presented.
Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the WIAA co-op sport renewal forms for boys swimming and wrestling as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion by Jeff and a second by Ron to approve. All those in favor, raise your right hand. All those opposed, raise your right hand. Unanimous. Next is action on items discussed in, nope, we are skipping that.
I think we can now go into the, moving into closed session content.
Should we do, let's do future meetings and dates and then
Sure.
go into closed session? Board meetings are generally held on the second and fourth Mondays, beginning at 7 p.m. in the Eisenhower Commons, unless otherwise noted. February 13th at 7 p.m. will be at Orchard Lane, continuing our elementary tour. February 27th at 7 p.m. will be at District Office in Conference Room E. Will we provide directions on how the public can get there? That's in not our normal. Okay, perfect. February 13th, 7 p.m. will be back in the Eisenhower, or the cafeteria, or the library, commons area, cafe. Okay. Other important event and dates, January 20th is the end of second quarter, and February 20th is staff in service, no school. Do I have a, where is close?
So we're looking for a motion to move into closed session pursuant to section 19.851 CE and F of the Wisconsin statutes to consider.
So moved.
Well, the approval of closed session, A, the approval of closed session minutes of January 9th, B, the employment services and compensation matters pertaining to staff, and C, return to open session. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Jeff and a second by Ron. Please call the roll.
Ms. Crosby?
Yes.
Mr. Helmer?
Yes.
Ms. Connick?
Yes.
Mr. Kurth? Mr. Seidel?
Yes.
Ms. Wandercheck?
Yes.
We are moving into closed session and will return to open session around 15 minutes. When we're done deliberating. Okay. You're all dismissed. It is now 8:15 and we are returning from closed session into open session. I'm trying to find the motion. We have a motion from closed session?
I move to approve the employment performances and compensation matters pertaining to staff as presented.
Second.
We have a motion from Jeff and a second by Ron. Please call the roll.
Mr. Kurth?
Yes.
Mr. Seidel?
Yes.
Ms. Crosby? Mr. Helmer?
Yes.
Ms. Connick?
Yes.
Ms. Wonderchek?
Yes.
That is all we have for a meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
I have a motion by Jeff and a second by Ron to adjourn. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. All those opposed, please raise your right hand. Motion passes. The meeting is adjourned.